I'm working on this skid steer today. It never had a temperature gauge in it when I bought it, but I heard it boil over the other day, so I installed the temperature gauge, and it ran it, and it got up to 230 degrees in about 15-20 minutes, and that's too hot. It shouldn't be getting over 190. So I made the radiator was completely clean. There's no thermostat in it. The water pump looks good. I pulled that apart. So everyone's kind of saying it's probably the head gasket. So I'm going to pull the head off of it today and attempt to do the head gasket in it. Okay, so I'm going to start working. First I'll take this off, then that, and then that, to make it easier to work on. Okay, I got everything off the head. Okay, all the head bolts are out. I got a place ready to put this down. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up the head. There's two things you can check on this. One, check it, see how flat it is, so you put like a straight edge on it. And the other thing is you look for cracks. Okay, there's these cracks. I don't know how well you can see that. There's these cracks in these things by the injectors. That when I was hammering at it, trying to get that out. That one there you can see pretty good. So supposedly that makes this head no good. So I guess I need a new head. I got a new aftermarket cylinder head. A few people told me not to get an aftermarket one, but I called up Kubota. They wanted like serial numbers and stuff off the engine that I couldn't find, and I'm sure it would have been a lot more money see the holes for the glow plugs. Well, it's a little bit different, but that's bugging me that there's no spot for the glow plugs. Okay, I'm just noticing on this motor, on this head, the glow plugs were here. On this one, I guess they go there. Here they are. All right. I gotta get these injectors out. And they seem like they're pretty tight. I mean, this should just screw out of here, right? Well, that's the trick. All right, well, that definitely doesn't thread in there. cool, she's running again. I gotta run it for a while and make sure it doesn't overheat or anything. Alright, this thing's still running pretty hot. Yeah, I'm looking at this grill. I don't think these things are letting enough air through, so I bent these two down. I'm going to bend all these down. I finally got this to the point where you can run it for hours and it won't overheat. I found two more problems. One of them was, at one point it must have had a heater in it, and someone removed it, and they just hooked these lines into each other. I think too much antifreeze was flowing through these and not making it through the radiator. So that was making it a little bit worse. The other thing that was happening, the voltage regulator on the alternator was bad. So the alternator was constantly charging the battery, which was bad for the battery, plus it was putting that much more of a load on the engine unnecessarily. So once I did those two things to it, with the new head gasket, radiators super clean, and opening up the grill, and now there's a temperature gauge installed, so you actually know what the temperature is. It's okay now. I mean, I ran it like over an hour today, and it didn't get over 190, so that's okay.